All right, testing audio.
Terrible Mario.
Who?
Not you, Ryan. Joe. His was like weird little kid
Oh.
Mario.
I wasn't trying to be Mario, but I mean, if I want to go,
Mine
it's
was
me,
superior
kind of like
Mario.
that. But yeah.
Got it right out of the gate. That's us.
Welcome back. Turn to Playbook. We're back with another episode of Wings Eternal Guardian. Before we begin, our usual announcements. We are still happily partnered up with Arcane and Miscellanea. If you want to help support a local dice making small business team, you can check them out at arcanemiscellanea.com or check out their link in our About Us screen. Yes, he is holding up some beautiful dice. I think all of us at least have a pair of them some way, somehow. They don't mass manufacture, so if you're looking to get one, you see one online, make sure you get it before someone else does. We also are supporting another business. We are now supporting Blunder and Tricks, which is another local D&D company. It is a pop and pop shop that is actually making D&D accessories, including the 3D candles behind me. They actually made our new D&D sign for a D&D room, and they make a bunch of other things. So if you're looking for some fun, kind of like wooden 3D printed kind of items for not too much of a big cost, and you want to support a small business, check them out. Their link is also at the bottom of the About Us screen. If you missed any episodes of this, we got them all on YouTube. All our VODs are on YouTube. We have our new episode 2 of our new Star Wars campaign tomorrow. We will not have an episode of Curse of Strahd this Sunday. It is Father's Day, right? Yeah, this Sunday is Father's Day. So we will not be having it this Sunday. And we will not be having one for actually a little while. So to make up some stuff, I'll actually have some videos posted. So I'm actually going to post a long couple-hour rerun of some of the episodes on the following Sunday, and then more in the ones to catch everyone up if you missed some episodes. Anybody got anything? Ryan, you got shit?
Hell yeah, I got my shit. My shit is the Ren Fair. Guys, we got 2 weekends left of the West Virginia Renaissance Festival, so if you want to come watch me joust and punch people and get punched and then sword fighting and then getting blood inevitably squirted into my eyeballs every single time I
fucking sold.
die or I get sliced, then you should definitely come because I'm getting really tired of it. It's staining my hair.
You had me at you get punched.
I do. I get punched quite a lot. But I get to be the villain this weekend, the next 2 weekends, so I'm excited for that. And now I'll get to punch people. And then after the West Virginia Renaissance Festival, I will be off to the Great Lakes Medieval Fair in Ohio. So if you are into that area, prepare yourself. I'm coming. I don't know if you should celebrate or not. But
that sounded a little threatening.
Right?
Be ready. And if you are looking for Star Wars cosplay, and you want to make a Twi'lek character, you know, the Noodlehead, the Noodlehead Twi'lek aliens from Star Wars, I do in fact make those. So
I am no longer interested.
You should check out. You're a little interested. We'll
I'm
get
no
a lot
longer
interested. Oh, well, that's too bad. So I hope someone that's watching this is. You should go to my Instagram at Madame Margani's, or you can go to Angel of Azeroth, then you can go to Madame Margani's. If you want to take the longer route, that's on you. But I make Leku. My DMs are open, or my commissions are open, so DM me. Okay, I'm done. Bye.
Okay. And then for those of you who are watching that aren't on Twitch, we are also broadcasting on YouTube and TikTok. If you are not watching on Twitch, but you want to support the Twitch team, check us out on Twitch. You can actually get channel points on here that actually help them actually screw me over or help themselves get better. You were able to find out that last session, Ben was able to actually not only pick someone up, but heal her for maximum HP. So if you are watching us on our other ones, it's perfectly fine. But if you want to support the Nerdy Playbook, check us out on Twitch, and you can make channel points to help out the team. With that, let's go into the recap and then into the intro. Last time on Wings of the Eternal Guardian.
Going through the back door. Yeah. I'll just say, not today, bitch. And I fucking just drag her down, and I don't realize, but the necrotic damage doesn't go down her arm, it goes up to her head, so then half of her face and her neck just starts rotting away.
3 large portraits, each depicting 3 different people with the same person. You guys can assume that the person that's static in all of them is Malik. When Biscuit looks into it, she sees her own reflection, but instead of seeing the basin behind her, she sees some kind of reflection where it's actually not in a cavern. It's outside, but it's the exact same. It looks like the exact same basin. There's storms affecting outside, and it looks very cloudy. But there's no water in this one. It's as if the actual water has been dried up, and there's just someone converted most of the dirt at the bottom to this large hill, and on top of it there is a throne of what looks like bones fused together with melted gold. The floor starts to shake as you hear something kind of grumble and roar in the basement from where that was. Bjorn and Azalea, you start to feel like someone's trying to message you, but it's not coming through. You see 4 pedestals, each one with what looks like a statue of a female holding a different version of a moon. The 4 wells of time actually collided on you, and you guys are in a nexus point of time. You're 1 of first age, you're 12 of first age, the final year of the second age, basically final battle, and current time. See this woman staring at you. She just stares at you with the most fearful of eyes as she just screams out as her jaw just drops down and stretches and she screams at you for help. But the way her jaw stretches is not like skin, it almost comes out like she's partially automaton. Do you know the reason why the door straight ahead would take you to the far realm is because this specific pendant is attuned to Remus. And he's calling it back.
Cast a spell magic on that door. The one to the far realm.
Azalea, when you went there, it was brand new. When you all went there the first time, it was destroyed. And it's shifting between 4 different states. Nonetheless, it is still there. And all of you can hear it now. The same screaming that Azalea heard from before. The screaming from a female yelling to please help me. Now, back to the show.
Your
He's a good
local
guy.
NPC shop. You see that? That's a very nice scroll of
Yeah,
fireball.
that's a very nice scroll.
Although,
Looks like it's written
although
in
I've heard
Old
it's only
Elvish.
blessed by an arch wizard and not
Oh,
a
Archwizard.
master
Now we're back.
wizard.
All right,
I feel
all right, we gotta get to
so
it.
uncomfortable.
Hello. Hey,
Good job.
All right, so
We back.
you guys, unfortunately, due to the death of the Chrono Wizard and the pendant itself, 4 different timelines intersected itself on you. I will fill in a void for Azalea since unfortunately she can't be here and she's the one who can actually peer through the time as far as the pendant is concerned. She's able to see that that the 4 lines of time are intersecting and you guys are in the same space, but as you head out, you find yourself back in the town, but you can definitely tell that it is barren, it's constantly shifting between times, and there is an odd mansion that just stands out in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't fit the aesthetic, but obviously it looks like the mansion you guys went to a long time ago. And that's where you left off. The setting is dark. It is constantly storming out. The rain will not stop. The only light that you get if you don't have dark vision is constant striking of lightning into the sky. No matter what time it's reacting to, first year, 15th year, somewhere in the second age, somewhere in the third age, the storm is consistent. In the distance, you guys see on top this large cliff, this large mansion. And every few seconds, it does look familiar, but obviously, with time changes, it looks different. Where you guys were heading to was in that direction last time. As we begin, I'm going to need a check from everyone. But I'm going to go around, depending on the person, to tell them what they need. Technically, it's all a charisma check, but I need Nova. You can give it to me with advantage, and technically, it would have been Azalea that could give it to me advantage as well. So everyone just give me a regular charisma check, and then Nova with advantage.
14.
14.
You
Working class 20.
said
Nice.
Perception,
15 flat.
right?
Charisma check with advantage.
Charisma.
Oh, charisma. Sorry. That would be 16 plus 3.
Okay.
You're muted, Jeremy.
I can't hear you.
5.
Okay, 5.
Oh no.
Okay. Through most of this, if your DC was under 10, you are going to be very much kind of taken back in a very unfortunate way by this area. Yes, you were in this town for over a day and you were just recently here. But with the constant storms striking and the weather coming down and this, you're going to be affected by fear. Due to that, if something gets summoned, and I'll let you know when and where, you actively can't go closer to it. But right now, it is kind of the fear of unknown that you have.
On our way out, I'm going to resummon Biscuit in pseudo dragon form again.
Okay. Okay. Within this storm, Nova, what'd you get again?
I got 16 plus 3.
For Nova and Ronin, because of the Rick and Class 20, you're able to see that everything about this place, as far as what's shifting, seems to only be the major landscapes. The several businesses around seem static. But the mountain that you guys went to where you saw the king is constantly shifting between a mountain to a pyramid, back to a mountain, back to a pyramid. The cliff itself, depending on what time it is, looks like it could just literally just fall apart due to the weight of the mansion at any second, depending on the time.
Nova, do you know anything
Yes.
about this pyramid under the mountain?
Oh, let me see. Can I do a history check?
Sure.
Very good. Of course, I put my dice down somewhere. I couldn't see it for a second. That's only a 10. So would I know anything about this pyramid?
The pyramid doesn't look familiar, but pyramids in these realms have not existed in a long time. Whatever this pyramid is representing is obviously something quite ancient, linking to the time that you guys are thinking of, but that's as far as you can think of.
I'm not sure exactly, but pyramids haven't been in the Feywild for a very, very long time. So we must be in the past, far, far in the past.
Right. Actually, let me look.
Here-
I'm trying to remember who saw that. It was Azalea who saw. Yeah.
So what?
Who saw stuff? Saw what the actual thing was. Okay.
Yeah. So she
Did she
with
tell
her
us, did
with her
she
chrono
tell
bow.
us about that? I can't remember.
She did.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, she told you. Yeah, with her chrono bow and with her link to lore and fate itself, she was able to link with the chrono bow and actually able to peer into essentially a rough portion of what you guys are in right now.
Player to DM. So we see objects, situations, visions of all 4 timelines they gave us, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do we see anything from, and I might have written this down. I wrote Final Battle, but first I scratched out 56 of the 4th age.
Yeah.
So the Final Battle time.
Yeah, so
Do we
because
see any?
go ahead.
I was gonna ask, do we see anything that's kind of associated with that timeline? Age?
No, not
happened?
really. I mean, because you guys aren't in the spot where the final battle is, you guys are just seeing essentially what this town, essentially the town it was when the battle was happening. But as you guys are seeing this, there's just an absence of citizens, so you guys don't see like how people are reacting to anything. And because this is during the final battle, there is no embers in the sky yet. Also, due to the fact that you guys are in the Feywild, you guys don't see any impact from the final battle currently. The impact doesn't affect the final. It doesn't affect the parallel realms until the sacrifice is made at the end of the battle. So yeah, you don't see any impact from that that's affecting this area, no matter what time it is.
Do we see the fuck ass mansion and the fact that it wasn't there before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we need to go to the fuck ass mansion.
The one that looks like it's about to fall off the cliff. Right. It's about our luck.
I
Sounds
think that's
about
where,
right.
pretty sure that's where Azalea said she saw that robot lady.
I guess we have to go talk to her.
Right. Let's go put time together. Because that's what we're doing now.
Did not have this on my
In the
bucket
future.
list.
I didn't have any of this on my bucket list. Might I add, there's nothing to put in a bucket around here.
It's true.
Make a hell of a song, though.
I'd like to hear it. We've got to keep you alive.
I could turn back time.
I mean, like, if we could find a way.
Take back all
Maybe
of
we
those
should
things
put a
that
message.
hurt.
Maybe we should put a message bottle.
Does anybody have a passive perception of at least 16?
Oh, good God, no.
Alistair
Yes.
and Nova.
17.
Yes.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh, nice. Okay. Much like in the What If universe, where you constantly see like an illusion of the Watcher in the distance, the 3 of you can actually see an illusion hidden within like a collaboration of walls watching you of the Mind Weaver, just staring at you.
Alistair, do you see that?
Yeah, I see that bitch.
Itsy bitsy fighter went up the water spout, supposedly.
Feel like we're unraveling a web that was created a long time ago.
Well, or she's paying attention because someone fucked with time.
That is true.
Joe,
We
can I
just
guess
need to
mage hand
make
and poke her in the eyes?
Sure. Okay. Poke her in the eyes. As you do, the visage that she had fades away from the location that you found her at.
I don't think it did anything, but it made me feel better.
I'd like to walk up to Alistair and say, I know some of us are children of the gods, but maybe for the rest of us Miyamoto, said not fuck with said gods or maybe gods.
Bjorn, isn't that our whole thing we're doing here? Is fucking with her and stopping her?
You're gonna be really
It's a
disappointed
fickle
when I tell
thing.
you I'm about to go kill a fucking god.
Well, as long as we don't change too much in this timeline, we don't want to write ourselves out of existence.
I don't think we're really in a timeline right now. Kind of in like a weird limbo purgatory, it looks like.
I'm a
Yes,
bit more worried
if-
about someone else writing us out of existence while we're bopping between.
That's true. But it's something to consider. Hopefully, we do not run into any or cause any issues with any of our ancient relatives, I guess.
Nobody step on a butterfly then. Let's go.
I don't even
Oh.
see a butterfly. This is following along.
Too hot for them.
As you guys start
I love us all.
moving forward towards the mansion itself, the visage of the Weave Mind consistently follows you, moving itself within corners and shifting between reflections and glass. Until like eventually you all see it that like a lightning strikes and she just appears in the flash of lightning, and then as the lightning disappears, she disappears with it.
Does everyone sees that
Everyone
now,
sees
or
that.
is it just
Yeah, everyone sees
Okay.
that. You guys were seeing when she was kind of hidden in plain sight. When she was kind of like an amalgamation of walls and mirrors at a certain angle, kind of putting it together as a puzzle.
just heads up? We have company.
I'm just gonna
A
yell out to her.
watch
Are you trying to talk to us, or are you just trying to exist? I don't.
At this point, strike, immediately 3 lightning strikes just hit around all of you, and immediately a blinding effect happens, and you're back inside her realm again, all of you.
There it is.
This time you're back where you met her. You're within her glass home. But this time there is no chairs, there is no tables, there's no piano, there's nothing. It is just the marble floors. It is the glass ceiling, it is the windows, and it looks like outside where last time you could see the ember skies. Now it looks like it is exactly where you guys are now, but you guys are just in the sky. You see the rain come down, you can see the lightning strikes, as if you guys are floating in some kind of magnificent mansion up in the sky of where you are now. But she is not there, or at least you don't see her. And in this area, there's no hidden spots for her to be. You just have this huge oval kind of parlor area. There's plenty of light inside the room. There's nowhere for her to hide. But she's just not there right now.
Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly.
I am
Anybody
not
got
interested in
eyes
playing her games.
Not be the fly.
We kind of have a decrepit mansion to go to.
Is there a door?
Immediately, some of the floor ahead of you starts to turn into like liquid and then smoke, and it starts to disappear. This time she does not care to be put at your size. She appears to you in a full godly form, 100 feet in height. So she appears halfway through the floor with her head and her shoulders basically exposed and everything just kind of standing beneath. In this form, you've not seen this before. She is wearing a mask over her face, so you can unable to see her eyes and you're unable to see her expression. Draped in a gown of stars and lights and hood up. You just hear ambiance, a echo, ethereal from nature that you've not heard from before. Very direct, where before she was trying to compromise, at least in her thought process she was. This is my last opportunity, my last chance to get to you. You are stuck in a point that you cannot understand. You are stuck in a world that you cannot fathom, and you're stuck in a situation that will kill you. This is my last and final offer. Once you go through there, you will only get one chance to ask for my help. After that, I will not help you. And trust me, you'll need it.
What's in there?
That's what you want for help, is information?
I mean, I wasn't necessarily asking, is this the help? I thought you said when we get in there, then we for help.
That is. I'm not going to be here to hold your hand. You want to get information? Get it yourself.
Okay.
We must be.
We're on the way to do
right,
that.
We must be on the right track if it seems to
If we
have
plucked us
riled you up.
As you stand
Again.
there...
Is it
Oh, go ahead.
is it if only one of us calls, or is it one to each of us if we call to you?
Well, it depends. None of you got the rings on. Guess we're just going to have to hope for the best, aren't we?
Are you
As
afraid of the Goliath?
she looks at you confused. As a DM, I'm confused too.
Sorry, the guy with the walking stick
Oh,
we've been dealing with.
gotcha. She thinks about it for a second. The Chrono Mage has no say on where this is. He might affect time, but this has nothing to do with him.
That wasn't my question. We saw a point where we looked afraid of him, of what he was doing. Maybe it was just an illusion.
She just kind of moves her head closer to you as far as she can. You saw what you saw. I'm not here to enlighten you. I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here to throw you one last life raft of sorts. Know it when you see it. Grab hold of it when you want it. If you don't want it, we're done.
Why do you care exactly about us?
She looks at you incredibly confused. I expected more from you. I thought you would know this. I figured you would understand your purpose and the reason why I desire your allegiance. But apparently, I incredibly overestimated you.
She needs something from us. We have something that she desires.
She wants
We got
us
dropped
to-
into deep end, and now we're being insulted for the waves lapping over us.
But we must be close to what we're trying to get done, because if it's ruffling her feathers so much, or her webs, I guess.
She kind of just stands up. I don't need to listen to this. As she just kind of dissolves the floor as you guys start to fall back down, but then you just all of a sudden land with like feather fall back on the ground real fast. As soon as
Another
you do,
waste of time.
light brightens. Without her help, time changes again. And it gets so bright, you don't see the ground you stand on. I need everyone to give me a nature check, please.
Nature. Well, I'm good at nature.
16.
Another 15 flat.
Natural
Woo!
20 for a 24.
Okay.
Natural 20 for a 26. Woo!
Ooh.
Oh!
We got us a badass over here.
DC was 18. So
Look at
did
the
anybody other than
warlocks
our two
go.
natural 20s get an 18 or higher? No. Okay. As you guys land for Bjorn, Alistair, Manon, and theoretically Azalea, you assume that as soon as this light goes back to normal, you're just going to be back to where she found you. For Nova and Ronin, you can tell without open up your eyes, without the light set itself back, you are not where you were left off. There's grass between your toes. There's birds chirping in the wind, and you can definitely tell there's no rain going down your shoulders. There's no rain hitting your head. Nothing is what it was when you were taken. You can definitely feel like you're almost like in a prairie.
Don't think we're in the Vale anymore. At any time period.
Not unless there's suddenly grass growing there.
I highly
Guys,
doubt it.
This is all an illusion.
I don't think so.
As
Is my hair still wet? Are all of us still?
you didn't get a good
Brain
check, so you don't know. You're blind right now.
I can't touch my. It'd be like, yeah, that's
Hair, no kidding.
You're blind right now, and it's this is all happening as you're falling. Like you immediately land on the ground.
okay.
This is the quick reaction. As soon
Okay.
as you start like going through and you're rubbing your eyes and you look through, you find yourself somewhere completely different. Not only are you shifted in time, but you're also in a different location. You're on a giant hill. Very, very pretty prairie grassland. Rocks here or there. You hear a shore somewhere nearby, almost like you're over by a cliff somewhere. And it's daytime. No rain out, nothing.
You said that there's a sun, right?
Mhm.
Can I pull out that sundial technically thing, compass thing I got like long time ago?
Yep.
I don't even know where I put it.
Yep. So
Can I
you
equip it?
let the sun hit the sundial, and it will tell you essentially where you are. So go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That would be a 14 plus 3.
You look at it, and you can definitely tell you're, based off of this and the way the sun should be hitting it, you are not in the Feywild anymore. You're most likely back in Averant.
Well, good news and bad news. Bad news, we're not in the Feywild anymore. But we are somewhere familiar. I'm pretty sure we're in the Averant realm again.
With the sun
I
hitting
can hear.
you can definitely tell that you're in what should be Heartwind.
I can hear to see.
I think
Is Heartwind
Skanash.
at all analogous, like geographically, to the part of the Feywild we were in?
where's the map
Kind of. No, I
Averant?
mean, like, because Heartwind hits over the ocean as well. Based off where you guys landed, you guys are close, but you're not directly in the same spot. No. But you are at least close.
I think we're in Heartwind?
I hear to see. I'm going to start heading in that direction.
Okay.
Just start walking.
Wait, should we stay together depending on what time we're in?
Where there's
Look
to
at
see, there might be
everyone
cliffs. Our mansion is still here.
Now, can I check if I'm wet?
If it's really important to you, yes, you're still technically wet.
I hate
Her
that.
hair,
Erase that.
her hair,
Uh,
your hair is wet.
No, she wanted to know if she was wet. I have no control over if she's wet or not. But like,
No. The moisture on my
yeah. The moisture, I got it. Yeah.
It's a mop. Moist. Should've
If I
stuck
go
with
down
wet.
and grab a clump
That
of
was
grass,
self-inflicted, sir.
rip it out. Is it real? Like, does it feel legit?
I mean, it feels like grass.
I'm just gonna chuck it on the ground and be like, oh, gotta be kidding me.
Menage.
How am I gonna get the sword?
Manon is touching grass for reals.
She should do that every day.
Where is she?
She really should.
Ronin, as you start moving your way towards the cliff, you start to hear people in the distance. Note that it's not just a flat land leading you to this cliff that leads over to the water line. You hear there's about like a ridge line over a ridge line, up, down, and you definitely can hear a crowd of a lot of people over the ridge line of where you're heading to. But based off of the ridge itself, they don't see you yet, and you don't see them.
I think we should follow her. I don't think we want to.
I am going
split up.
to proceed more. I'm going to hold the hand up to the gang and proceed more cautiously. Kind of keep low to the ground until I get over the crest of where I can see people.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
We will That was not intentional. I am sorry. It's a whopping 7. Crap.
It's going in the tally.
You start moving in closer. At first, you assume you're being quiet enough. You see a whole area of just elves. Nothing but elves. And these don't look like, a mixture of wood elves, drows, high elves. They all look like kind of even more elvish than even hive elves. Their ears are even more elongated, kind of more elemental kind of ears, where they even have a longer point to them. But based on their skin and their bone structure, they look like high elves. There's about 30 of them. And at first, as you're looking, eventually one of them kind of like turns, and immediately, do you speak Elvish?
I do not.
Okay. Immediately yells in your direction, says something that you can't understand, and immediately pulls back a bow and immediately fires in your direction.
Is it loud enough that I could hear it?
If you're coming up to Ronin, then yes.
Okay. I just rush up to front of Ronin and say, like, we mean no harm in Elvish.
At first they hold their bows at the ready. Some of them draw their swords. You can see some of them actually cast a spell to ignite their swords. They start walking around and they kind of get on the guard surrounding you. And you can tell that their accent for Elvish you've never heard before. This is, you can understand them, but it's unusual.
Does it seem older than what I've
It just
ever
seems
heard
different.
before?
It just seems different.
Okay.
And they go around and you can hear them saying, it's like, what matter of creatures are these? And they kind of one of them pokes Nova with one of their quarterstaffs and kind of looks at you. This one is
Rude.
looks at you and looks at what you're wearing and kind of looks at you, but then looks at your ear. And then Nova, you can hear them call Ronin human, and then they look concerned.
She's not human, I say in Elvish. None of us really are.
Where are the rest of you?
Nova, what are they saying?
They're trying
I was
to
still touching the grass.
They're from afar. They're behind us. I say to Ronin, they're trying to figure out what we are. We look foreign to them. They called you a human.
I wrap my cloak up and turn to my seal form.
Oh,
They just immediately back up, and then they immediately draw their sword on you with
No,
immediate
dude.
confusion.
Biscuit flies up in front of him and is bitching them out in little dragon noises.
I try to explain to them in Elvish and be like, I am what is considered a star elf, and this is a Silky. She is of the sea. I am of the sky.
They kind of use the quarterstaff to lift up some of your hair to see your ears, and they're so small, and your color. But The star.
I am adapted for the night.
Eventually, some of them on horses kind of like try to see where you came from, and for Bjorn, Alistair, Manon, Azalea, you start to see elves in pretty durable, like heavy armor start to ride up to you, and immediately try to like circle around you. Like 3 of them just keep circling around you, so you can't go anywhere. Immediately, one of them drops down from the horse and immediately just grabs like an axe and immediately just looks at you and immediately freaks out. As it looks like they'd never seen anybody with horns before.
Hey, what
Are they-
year is it?
Interject myself
I'm gonna-
in between.
I'm gonna ask them in
I-
Elvish.
They immediately take back. The creature speaks our language.
Oh. Mm. Yeah, can you
I
answer my
also
question?
speak Elvish. Back.
They kind of like look at Bjorn, interestingly, and they kind of like look at you up and down, but they also like another human, and they immediately draw a sword on you as well.
Oh.
Immediately, you hear a galloping of 2 horses come. They don't respond to the question that you have, Manon. Immediately, you see both of them look like knights. They have full helm on, but they have it where their ears are exposed throughout. One of them wearing gold armor. You immediately starts circling, drops down from the horse as another one holds the horse in place, looks at you, immediately starts like very, very much investigating. It's like looks at your teeth, looks at the horns, like pulls you up. Immediately looks and takes off his helm as you see a very, very like chiseled high elf that looks like he's got like cap earrings that goes all the way down his ears. Just looks, and for anybody who says Elvish, here's Elvish, be like, take them. And immediately they jump down and they immediately try to start trying to secure you with bonding. Same thing for Nova and Ronin.
Peace.
I had stars in my
Peace.
eyes until he picked me up by my horns. Now I don't want to go with them.
I mean, you no harm. I say in Elvish.
As she's saying that, if the one that's trying to lay its hands on me is going to get stung by biscuits,
Oh no!
it's a Constitution save.
Okay. 16.
Okay, makes it.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't think there's any.
Immediately goes back and immediately just kicks Biscuit in response.
Oh, I'm gonna grab him.
Oh,
Angry, tiny dragon
I'm
noises.
angry. I would
As
I
he
would like
flies away.
to grab him in a chokehold.
Okay.
You don't
I'm going.
think
I'm
this.
going back into my human form and leave her alone.
Immediately,
You'll not have any manners at all.
Bjorn, if you put in a chokehold, another one puts a sword towards Nova, another one puts a sword in Ronin, and immediately looks at Nova. Tell him to let go of my man, otherwise you both will die.
I would be cautious of what you're doing right now. We are visitors in this land. We have not caused you any harm. We
Yet.
don't come in harm, but you have just injured one of our companions.
I got my swords out in a little Mexican standoff with them.
Yeah, I got my shield and sword out and they start approaching me.
All right. I would like then between, I guess, everyone to give me an intimidation check, please.
I'm even just to fuck with them because I don't know if this is gonna matter. I'm gonna speak in abyssal and be like, back the fuck off.
They won't understand it.
That's fine. It's just gonna sound really intimidating.
Yeah.
A
Oh, that's a
whopping
nat
10.
20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
So that's a 21.
21.
Oh, that
Twinsies.
is. I also got a natural 20. For
It's a 19 on my end.
you said intimidation.
Okay, I look really pitiful next to all of you guys.
Yeah.
I got a natural 20 for a 23.
Jesus. Okay. So between
You
all of them,
can't biscuit, we ride.
the one in the
I would
gold
say
armor,
my eyes would have glowed when I said that too.
the one in the gold armor immediately just like gestures without saying anything to his men to drop their swords, drop their arrows. Very well. I have commanded them to drop their weapons. Now, have your man do the same.
I look at Bjorn and say, let them go.
Oh,
I'll put my
as
swords
you
up.
say.
Immediately just kind of yells, and for those who speak Elvish, it's like a weird like meshing of several words. It almost sounds like it's like almost like a key word that says several different things, and it sounds like it's a kind of like an old-fashioned version of kind of like saying we're going to make camp. As they start pillaging for stuff and starting to go through and starting to make fire, and immediately he looks to you, Nova specifically, since he thinks you're the one who's translating. Perhaps we figured this out. You seem strange to this land, and let's figure this out before we decide to escalate this further. Please, we have rations, we have food. It's nothing nice, it's nothing exquisite, but we have been on our convoy for several seasons.
I think that would be the logical thing, to make camp and have a discussion in a civilizing manner.
He immediately walks past, and you start to see him really quickly starting to cast like different kind of spells the spells here seems different. Instead of them casting like a version of Tiny Hut or Magnificent Mansion, it seems like some of them have to actually come together to cast a spell. Instead of it actually doing it, it's just creating their whole camp area. They just summon it there. But it seems to require the exact same magic would require for a high level mage that you would know of to do something like this, and it's not secure inside a home. But in a matter of like 5 minutes, there's a whole camp area set up of about 30 different tents, a couple of them that are quite large, including one gathering area. One of them looks like it's the chef of the group and immediately starts summoning different kind of foods. Immediately, the chef comes by you, tied up hair, a couple bangs hanging down, looks at you with just terrified beyond belief. Told that food is all ready. If you can grab a bowl and help yourself, and then I was told to direct you to my captain, and kind of shows to the big tent. Mana.
Could we... I was going to say, could we
In character,
speak
I've just been holding my hand up.
I look at Manon and be like... I look at Manon
I'm just
and
standing
be
watching
like,
them going from threatening us to setting up camp, and this sheepish guy coming up to Nova and saying something, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Manon, you probably
Just
could
look-
hear
That's
all
a
of
good
this, right?
motivator.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
understand everything. I'm just
Okay.
gonna ask him in Elvish, hey, what year is it?
Who do you ask? Do you ask
The
the chef?
I'm asking the chef.
He looks at you very confused, and now he's both terrified and thinking that you're an idiot, and then he starts walking away.
Oh, I grab him.
It's a simple question. I yell after
Put a hand
him.
on his shoulder. The lady asks you a question.
He just like
We
Looks-
don't mean any harm of it. We just need to know the year and potentially where we are.
Clearly, we're not
Shoulder.
from here, if you couldn't tell.
What's the
he just
plan?
like grabs like the grass beneath him and a couple leaves. It's the second harvest of the 5th year. Can I go now?
Yes. I pull out my book and be like, and I look at all of everyone and be like, we are very, very far in the past right now. No wonder we look foreign. I don't even know
Oh.
if our kind of species exist in this this time.
Why'd
Oh,
your
we need
bitch
to
send
figure
us here?
Guess we're going to have to figure that out.
To mess with us, probably, like always.
Keep us away from where we were going.
True.
I'm gonna go over to Alistair and be like, "Can you reach your dad right now?"
I can try, but if this is some kind of time something, I doubt I will. But I'll close my eyes and try to make a call home to Dad.
Okay. Yeah, as you expect, there's no one to receive.
901, Dad.
Yeah, no one to receive
Dad,
it.
hello.
Wherever your source of power is does not exist in this time.
Can I access my powers?
You assume that they're very limited without having a
Okay.
source. Same thing as Azalea's, but obviously Azalea is a, arcane trickster, so different.
As Ronine is looking back and forth between these people, you see her try to cast a spell and then look very frustrated as she realizes that she is out of gas.
Oh.
Do you guys decide to go get food?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna look at Alistair trying to contact his dad. Everybody kind of, Renine trying to cast magic, and I'm just gonna go, there's food. And off to the food. When in Aberrant.
If that's what you can call this place.
If you go get food, you do notice that due to their rations, it's mostly broth with very little amount of meat. It looks like they're using what little hunting game they could find, small pieces of venison, and very, very, very minuscule amounts of carrots. It's mostly broth with very little amount of protein in it. And they even have it set up differently, where it's just like they portion it for ration purposes. So it's like you get your broth, and it's like here's like 2 pieces of venison and some diced up carrots. But the bowls are considerably large. Immediately every time it happens, and you guys can see us in line for other people, it seems like the chef actually casts like an enchantment on the food in the bowl. And he does the same thing for when you guys come by. It seems like a blessing, but it's varied compared to you guys have. It seems like he's actually like, it has no effect on the person. It's more or less symbolic. But you guys know this is essentially just a bless spell.
Tell him
I guess
thank
I'll eat it.
you. I'll say thank you in Elvish to them.
Okay.
Can
Much
I tell
like
if can I tell if this is like a modified version of bless, or if this is him just casting bless and then the item is creating it?
Yes to both. He is casting bless, and it is like doing something to the food that you seem is maybe making it hardier. But a lot of it is symbolic. It seems like he's doing something to at least kind of like almost like good berry it, where he's like making the protein at least give like a few HP to whoever's eating it.
Okay. I wouldn't be able to kind of do the same, would I? If I had bless?
It seems like his version of bless is different than yours. Almost like maybe bless has evolved over time.
Got it.
As you guys find a table, you definitely feel like those kids at school that are the outsiders. You have to sit by yourselves away from everyone else. You do see that it's the common talk. For those who naturally have that higher passive perception, there's a couple things you hear. One, the stuff you already know. That you are different, that some of you look human, and therefore you're the enemy. For some of the extra things, whatever's happening here is it's an elvish empire versus a human empire. And even though some of you do have the ears of elves, they do not believe you to be elves because you do not look like an elf. As their definition of elf around here is exactly what they look like. Pale skin, high pointed ears, and even Nova, you with the more pure blood elf in you compared to some of the others that are more hybrid, your ears do not compete to theirs as far as height.
Mm-hmm.
You also notice that there are no any kind of like half elves here. There is no like half human, half elf, nothing. You don't see any tieflings. Other than them confirming that there are humans around, you can't confirm that there's anything else but elves and humans in this area.
So would they comprehend common then as a language?
You haven't
Or no?
tried. Anybody would have said common, they haven't responded to.
That's what I've been speaking.
Okay,
'Cause
so they have not
I
responded to you.
assume
then.
they don't speak Aquan, which is my only
So-
other language.
So then what I'm going to say to everyone, I was like, my suspicion is correct. I don't think there is any other species besides human and elves. So we are very far in the past. I'm not even
Oh.
considered an elf here.
I bite that not stepping on butterflies thing. Yikes.
So how do we get back?
I'm at a loss. I start flipping through my Grimmer, and I'm guessing it doesn't connect at all, right? It won't connect.
Mm-mm.
I don't have
Or
knowledge
Uh.
besides what I've
again,
already written in here, because it's out of that time before my tribe even existed.
EM question: do I still have access to the Deimos lineage?
Well,
So we
yes,
get to do wait.
yes, but like you will not regain it during a long rest. So whatever you have now, you can use, but you will not get it at a long rest because you won't be able to recharge it.
So then, question for you: my eyes are black because of the Deimos lineage. If that's subdued, does the black go away?
It will in time, yeah.
Oh shit! My cool eyes. No,
Um,
I don't.
oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna start looking normal.
I was gonna say I mentioned to her, I don't think we should stay here long. I feel like we need to figure out how to get back as soon as possible, because who knows what happens if we stay this long. We don't exist. None of our ancestors exist.
You're preaching to the choir here.
As you guys are talking about this, a couple things are happening. One, it seems like someone's calling upon different mages around here to actually go over to the main tent that you're supposed to meet the captain at and go do something. At the same time, someone actually starts walking to you. The only person who actually seems interested to talk to you. You do see a very, very exquisitely dressed elf. The only one here who's not actually wearing armor. You see I gotta remember what he looks like. You see a white-haired, high pointed-eared elf, pale skin, wearing like a long black fitted like dress suit, kind of embroidered with green gems and a little bit of gold. But it looks like he really, really loves black and green together. Compared to the rest of the elves here, most of the elves are very good looking, but he naturally has like almost like the perfect bone structure. He naturally has kind of like that snake charmer kind of look to him as he comes by, and he just immediately brings down a tray and he puts down more protein for you. If you don't mind, I got you a few more pieces. I'm not a big fan of the meat around here. Please help yourself. As he comes by, and if you don't mind, I would like to sit with you and at least talk with you so you don't feel so outsiderish to everyone. As this is happening, he's actually speaking common.
It's appreciated. What's your name?
My name is Remus.
You don't say.
I just sit and don't say anything.
If Nova's eyes could get any larger, they just did.
He very gently just kind of like sits down. He like lifts back the tailcoat of his coat, and he just kind of crosses his leg very gentlemanly and just kind of sits back, and he just kind of, prefers the broth over the actual carrots and the protein of it, and he's just kind of sipping on it like tea.
So you
So,
speak common, Remus.
I hope so. I've tried it a few times. There's very few instances that we have to speak with humans without death involved. I've tried like quite a lot. I no one has
you're
actually gotten
doing
your names. Thank you. No one has gotten your names. Again, I am Remus. I am the mage of this area. Not the high mage, but definitely the mage of here. What are your names?
My name's Apollo.
Pleasure to meet you, Apollo.
And I look at the others like,
I look at the ground. Daisy.
Daisy. Beautiful name.
Thanks.
Matilda.
Matilda. Pleasure to meet you.
We're all trying to figure out names off the top of our heads. We don't have aliases. We should. Hey, note to self: we need to create more aliases.
He just looks at Renine and Bjorn's like, well, that's all right. And he just kind of sits back. It's like, so, he kind of like looks at the horns. That no offense, I've never seen anyone outside of beasts that would have horns. I'm assuming they're grown out of your skull. They're quite fascinating. I'm just gonna look, not gonna touch. Were you born with these?
Udias?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's both of you, the tieflings. Well, anybody that has tiefling lineage that has horns. He's actually less concerned about the wings. He's more confused about the horns.
Yeah, was born with them.
We haven't seen anyone outside of our lord that occasionally wears or adorns such things, but even he wasn't born with them. Same thing
Who's
as
your
the
lord?
wings. Would you ask his name? I dare not say his name. It would be up to the Lord and his council to introduce them. But I'm sure with your arrival, he will present himself post haste. I've already seen some of the mages go to summon him. As
Was
immediately
the
see the
guy in the shiny gold armor.
well, that's the captain. Eventually, the actual captain starts walking towards you. He looks over at Remus like, Remus, it's just playing nice. All right, all of you. As he's trying to the captain's trying to speak in common, but is extremely butchered. He's trying his best, but the words are really hard to understand. He's
If
like,
you need to, you can speak in Elvish. There's at least a few of us that can
okay, oh, okay.
understand.
And then he starts
we can
converting
translate
back to
for the
Elvish.
rest.
Would you, if you don't mind, meet me back over at my tent? My lord would like to speak with you, and we can get to the bottom of everything, your side and our side.
We're not really anyone's side, but get to the bottom of things. Sure.
Just stands up. He just kind of moves away and just gestures you over to his tent.
I go last.
Following.
Okay.
Make sure I don't leave anything nearby. I even pick up the dishes.
Okay. You guys start heading out. Bjorn takes the far end. Running, if you said something, I did not hear it. Oh no.
Oh. She's
Still mute.
muted.
My video card is fritzing out. That's
Oh, no.
all. I
Oh.
didn't say anything.
Oh, okay,
You're
gotcha.
back.
Okay, it seems to be okay now. I
As you
wasn't
guys
sure if you'd lost me.
As you guys start walking back, you start noticing it starts to rain out. Lightning starts to strike. As you guys walk between the two campgrounds, his hand goes, puts out. The gods are blessing us. Rain on this day. As the lightning strikes, you guys find yourself back over by the mansion.
Uh,
We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
uh,
All right. You guys appeared back over where you guys exactly left off. You're back of where you fell when she dropped you outside of out of her domain before you appeared over in the Highlands. Rain's coming down again, lightning striking consistently, but you do not see her anywhere. But you do see someone walking towards you in the rain. Seems to be carrying a parasol, covering the rain down over his head. Walking with a very gentlemanly look, hand behind, holding it up in the air. You see a very tidy, very tidy human with very round glasses and grayish of hair that's kind of parted over to the side. Vest, and he's just walking over to you. Welcome, everyone. My master is waiting for you. If you would follow me. And he just starts walking back over to the mansion.
No,
Who's
business
waiting?
center. Go ahead.
I said, who's waiting?
He doesn't respond. He just keeps walking. Ryan, you're just going to get ignored all night.
I'm asking the right questions, okay? It's not my fault you're mysterious.
I just feel like what we just left, except not.
I think we're at least back in some version of the somewhat
But
present.
it's like the same thing happening, but in a different time.
Yes, but at least there's humans.
And where we were was at the top of a cliff.
I believe so.
And we were following someone to beat their lord. It's the same, but not. You see what I mean?
Yes, I see what you mean. And I open my book, and can I access, like, my records?
You can now, yes.
And I go, oh. You just see her just, like, hold her book really tight for a second.
All right, fuck it. I start following the guy.
Okay. He takes you over, and right now when he's walking to the mansion is pristine, not damaged yet. You also see the mansion doesn't look like the way that you were here before. The layout's different, the shape is different, and it's mostly marble. He goes through the doors and sees that they're shaking due to the storm. He just immediately just closes them up, swings a key on a ring, and opens doors back up, and it's completely dry inside. After you.
Wait, by mansion, do you mean the one that we just came out of? Or do you mean the one on the cliff that we were headed for?
No, the cliff you guys were heading for.
Okay, thank you.
He just gestures for you all to walk in.
Go in.
Go in.
I do one thing and go last.
Okay. What's the thing?
As
you're doing?
everybody else walks in, I would like to hang behind just far enough that nobody can hear me and slip on the ring we got from the Weeb Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And
You kept yours? We threw all of our bracelets away.
Kept mine. I just
I
took it off.
kept mine.
He did
Yeah, I just
specifically
took
say
mine
he was
off.
keeping it.
Yeah, that's true. I remember.
I would like to make it like an arm ring and hide it underneath my tunic and whisper, "I'll call, I hope you answer." And follow everybody else in.
Okay. As he just gestures to you all, I hope you do hope you do accept my apology. The master is very busy tonight. He is attending a few guests. I'm sure you know the rules. This is his home. Please do not dawdle. Do not wander. Do not touch. And he'll be with you momentarily. As he immediately just closes the doors, puts the key back in. And with that, you don't hear the storm outside anymore.
No, could I ask him something before he completely leaves?
Sure.
Hey, this is a dumb question, but what year is it?
That is a dumb question as he continues to close the door and lock it.
I'm cursing an infernal under my breath. It's a simple question.
It's a perfectly reasonable question, but what would you think if someone asked it?
Compared to when you guys were here before, you are now in a large atrium with double staircase that leads up to the next floor. You do hear that there's something going on somewhere on the second floor. You do see murals that match the same murals when you guys were in the original mansion. You do see murals of different versions of Malik across the place. But now there are more references to different things. Every other one, there is a image that constantly represents death, constantly represents rage, and constantly represents hate. In all intents and purposes, each one is essentially what looks like an avatar of some kind. You can see immediately knowing one representing hate. You can actually see that one. You can see it's actually like an emerald warrior standing up with a golden spear in hand and a singular kraken eye on top of the head. For rage, you see a silver, kind of alien-esque kind of female with a ruby where the heart is and an empty vessel for the head. And then for death, you see somewhat similar, but no emptiness to the head, but a giant void coming right down the rib cage. It almost has like butterfly wings that's spreading out. What would you guys do?
Sorry, what was the third one? What did it represent?
Death.
I investigate the hate statue.
Hmm?
The hate?
The hate? Okay.
Yeah.
You look at it. What are you looking for?
Mm,
Or are you just going to investigate generally?
yeah, just general.
Okay, you can give me an investigation check.
17.
17. Yeah, I mean, it looks like even though the statue is trying to make this look very glamorous, it looks like even this creature moving around is like almost like made of like jade with the accents of like golden armor and a golden kraken eye for its head. It definitely seems very eldritch in nature, but with a sense of celestial to it. All it says is just Avatar of Hate.
So should we go find him?
Do we know if we're in a year that will be, I guess, beneficial to our endeavors, or are we stuck sometime in the past again?
Well,
We
we
can
don't
find
seem
out.
to be stuck anywhere. We're pretty unstuck, that's the problem. For all we know, this could all change again in a moment. Follow and see what we
Okay.
can find out.
I want to get as much information as I can before that happens again. Just gonna start wandering through the halls.
Start wandering through halls. Okay,
Yep.
why don't you indicate on the map of me where you're going to go?
These lead down into like these rooms here.
Yeah, they're just like lower little meeting rooms. Yeah.
I'll check this one, see if it's empty.
Okay. So you're gonna check that. Just give me like the
Just gonna-
pattern. Like if you check the 2 rooms, like I
Check
just
in here,
okay.
check in here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go just take these stairs.
All right. So give me investigation check at the front 2 rooms.
I'm gonna stick with her because I don't know if the rest of the group is, but we should definitely not have anyone wandering off on their own.
Yes.
This is 17.
17.
Hit
The
me all together.
front little parlor rooms, leather couches, very fancy, seem to naturally have small candles that look like they have an infinite burn on each table. There are very, very narrow windows that can look outside, not big enough for even like a gnome to fit through. The way that they're designed is there's a shared fireplace on each wall, but due to the way the grate is between it, you can't see into the next room with the fire currently going on. In each one, there is images of what looks like different creatures. In this one, you see an image of what looks like a crimson nine-tails fox, almost like designed to be like righteous and glamorous and like a grand steed. In this one, you see what looks like a 9-eyed raven with 9 wings as a grand flight creature. Also sent to be glamorous and righteous and supreme. As you start moving on, while Ronin, you're following Manon, what are the rest of you doing?
I think we would be following too.
Yeah, I think we're all.
All right.
We're all sticking together.
As you start walking the steps, immediately you start seeing cracks in the walls and everything shatters like glass. Everything looks the same, but now you can start hearing the rain and the storm come in again, and the conversations are now gone. You immediately hear a
Here we
difference
go
from the
again.
conversation to the immediate scream that Azalea would remember of "Please help me, please save me," coming down an echo from a distance. With this same thing, the candelabra's dim. The embered light fades. And you start to hear music coming from this piano, even though nobody's playing it and no keys are being moved. With that, you hear a voice coming from the man who gestured you to this mansion and said, "You were given warnings, you were given rules, so easily to break them."
That's what we do.
You hear familiar footsteps of when you were in the mansion before. Hobbled steps being pulled by strings. As you move up further, I'll take an investigation check from everyone as you guys go up into the lofted floor.
Nat 20. I'm locked in. Let's go.
Solid 6.
Solid.
A whopping 8.
17.
Okay.
14.
Manan, Bjorn, you're able to tell that throughout this second floor, you can start hearing things move throughout the shadows of the ceiling. The ceiling's so high up that even due to your dark vision distance or magical dark vision, you cannot see what's on the ceiling, but it's moving, stretching its legs and crawling on the ceiling. And you can hear mechanical pieces against wood, against string, against bone, stretching almost like tree bark, kind of moving. Immediately, several of them are going to drop down. Because Bjorn and Manani got high enough checks, you will get a free round of initiative before you roll initiative.
God.
So, marionettes drop down. To imply, because the last time we had marionettes, these difficulties have not increased. They're the exact same marionettes before, no more difficult than they were before. So they should be quite easy for you guys.
Watch them still wipe the floor with us.
Should we be putting ourselves on the map then?
Yes. As you see them drop, you can see that even though they are the same difficulty, they have looked a little different. The colors have gone away, and they more or less have solid masks now. Either sinister or sad. It looks like the sad ones look like jesters. The sinister ones look like knights. So, we're going to start off with the natural 20 first on your free round before they actually get to roll their initiative.
I'm gonna hop over the banister here and swing at this guy. Okay, that was a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Let's see if it takes 20 years to roll. Oh, look at that. It doesn't. Let's go. So that's 13 points of damage.
Okay. 13 points. Why is it? Oh, I see.
I'm going to place a seal on him because I hit him with a weapon attack. And then I'm going to go for another hit, which was a crit.
Okay.
Let's go. That. And we're going to go fire. Which was, hold on to your butts, 30
points.
30 points of slashing, plus 11 points of fire, plus 3 extra points of slashing.
Okay. Overkill. Destroyed.
God damn it. Well, I still have an offhand attack, so I'm going to swing at this one with my offhand. And that was a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Oof, that was sad. And that's going to be 18 points of damage, with 1 being lightning damage.
Okay. Got it. Still up.
I'm going to move here, and then I'll end my turn.
All right. Bjorn, last free round before you roll initiative.
I'm going to rush forward at the same time as Nan does. And I'm going to thrust my high tide rapier at that gentleman in front of me.
Okay.
14 to hit?
14 is a hit.
Hmm. $16 plus 9 rating.
Okay. He is still up, but he is extremely damaged.
going to use my bonus action to stab with my dagger.
Okay.
Gut shot. 15 to hit.
Yep.
Do I get a sneak attack?
Are you the assassin subclass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you go first, you get advantage.
So 5 plus d6 equals 10 points of additional damage.
Okay, he is destroyed.
No, and my turn there.
All right,
Or my
now we can roll
not
initiative.
Sorry.
Ooh-tea. Wow, so many dice.
20 or higher. 15 or higher. Alistair?
15 even.
Ten or higher?
13.
Mm-hmm. Nova?
13.
13. Bjorn?
And
10. All right, so between Nova and Ronin, who has higher dex?
I got my dex is 13.
Mine's a 14.
Okay, so Nova first. And then what about Biscuit? Is
7.
okay, and Manon?
I got a 9.
Okay. Okay, well, they did have a higher roll. So we're going to start off with Sinister. Immediately going to be pulled up by like these invisible strings as Amy gets pulled up and really pulls out the sickles out of its hands. And it's just going to move right over to Manon. I don't know why the grid's doing this. It's being weird. It must be the way it's laid out.
We're all the squares are very small.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. And it is going to swing for its first attack. 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. Immediately drops the arm back down, pulls up the other arm, and goes in for the swipe. 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. Immediately goes back for the offhand. You're going to take 9 points of slashing damage as it goes up, and it barely pierces through your armor, but it does enough just to at least do a little bit of damage. Because it only hit with 1, it can't use its sinister ability. We're going to go to sadness. This one is going to pull up. It's going to lift up its staff with one hand, and it's going to really spin it around, and it's just going to try to jab you with the staff. And that's only a 14 to hit, which it does not. This one is going to do the same thing. 19? Forgot, does that
Yeah,
hit?
it hits.
Okay. So that is 12 points of piercing damage as it lifts up its arm, and then like the wires pull back, and it just uses momentum to slash forward towards you.
Have it make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is a 2.
That is a fail, so it'll take 12 points of necrotic
Okay, it is destroyed.
damage.
All right. We're going to go to Alistair.
All right. Is this actually to scale for 30 there?
No, I think the grid's messed up. Hang on, let me change something.
The squares are like
They're considering us
2.5
large
feet.
size right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're really large size right now.
Hang on. I don't know why it's doing this.
I think that made it worse. There it is.
there we go.
That's better. All right. Yeah, I'll go up here to Manon. And I will cast Cure Wounds on her. Or
Don't waste
Max.
it.
It's it's my standard Cure Wounds. It's 20 points of healing.
Standard cure wounds 20, motherfucker.
That was max roll. All right, yeah. So 20 points of healing back to you. I'll go down here, just try to cause a little distraction, I guess. And
Okay.
return.
Nova.
Okay. Can I get line of sight on this one, or no?
If you move 5 feet to your left, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to just be like, Ronin, duck, and do Eldritch Blast.
Duck, where? Where's the duck?
Did it actually do it? This question. 15 to hit.
That's
for the
it.
first beam. Okay, and then that would be 11 force damage.
11 force damage.
And then the next one is a 19 to hit,
Yep.
and that would also be 11 force damage.
Okay.
This guy.
All right. He's barely holding.
Sweet. And that's my turn.
All right. We go to Ronin, followed by Bjorn.
Yeah, these don't deserve much creativity. I'm going to go down to the bottom of the stairs and do the same with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So first one, at the first one in front of me, 20, they're working class 20 to hit.
Yep.
And that's for a whopping 2 force damage.
It's doing my math. Still up.
Second beam, also working class 20
Mm-hmm.
for 5 damage.
Okay, that is enough. Destroyed.
And then bonus action, we will summon the big floppe behind this dude and take a whack at him. Let's mark that off of there. Second use. Ba-da-ba-ba, for 14 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, good. And that's going to be 8 cold damage.
Okay. Got it.
And I'm going to stay there. And that is my turn.
Okay. Bjorn.
Worked so well for Manon. I'm going to jump the banister and I select, move down here, and just like before, high tide rapier, floor A, put a full 11 to miss.
Yeah, misses.
Use my bonus action to stab him in the gut with my dagger. It was all distraction. Not with a 12 to hit.
No.
I'm going to jump the banister and superhero landing and think about how hard it is on my knees.
Manon, followed by Biscuit.
I'm gonna just move over and rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, Chief. Hold on. That was cocked. I kept rolling everywhere. That's a 17 plus 9.
Yep, that's definitely it.
That's 10 plus 3. So 17 points of damage.
Okay. Still up.
Is he still kicking?
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it again. Oh, not with the 2 + 9. It's an 11.
No.
Okay, we got an offhand attack. Don't die on me now. Natural 20. Let's go. I was like, don't die on me now. All right, prepare to meet your maker. A lot. The dice are rolling. All right, so 14 + 18 + 15. Is he still up?
No, he is fucked up. All right. With that, combat is done.
Woo!
It's so nice to demolish things.
Go back and meet Geppetto.
Get your ass back over here. With this, an ambiance heads through the place. With the destruction of the first marionettes, you hear a click, a shift, and something unlock back over by the statues in the main floor.
Like in here? Like
Yeah.
in the main room?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, main room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Run back in that direction.
Okay.
Yep.
He better be over here as I follow them back.
On top of one of the statues, that is the statue of Rage, which is standing in unarmed, as I described, the specific one with a cavity within the head. Immediately, a drawer underneath it unlocks, and then there's a box inside. What's
I'm
in the
going to
box?
send-
What's in the box?
Please go again over to fetch it.
Okay, the box is considerably light. You assume that even the box is light, so whatever's inside of it weighs very little.
Are they these statues in here or the statues out here?
No. Where you guys are now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Biscuit got the box.
So Biscuit's going to bring it back to me.
Okay.
And I will open it.
Okay. As you open it
can.
up, you do find yourself a very, very beautiful, what looks like a silk scarf inside. The scarf looks like it's weaved with arcane silver and magic inside, and as you open it up, it looks like it literally shimmers with the stars itself.
What do you got, Ronin?
Hey, Nova.
This seems very your style, Nova, and I hold it out to her.
Okay.
Actually,
Actually,
and-
magnifying glass first.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, you're adding.
You muted.
Sorry, I thought I had clicked that. Get out my as I hold it up and get out my magnifying glass and see if
Okay.
I can identify it.
All right, so you have this silvery scarf. This legendary item has 3 charges. As an action, you can speak a command word, and you can spend the charge to activate one of the abilities. There's Breath of Life. You touch a creature, it regains 10d4 hit points. You can do Radiant Shield for 1 hour until you dismiss it. Any creature you touch gains +2 AC and is immune to radiant damage. Or Flight for 1 hour until you dismiss it. You can fly with 30 feet of flying speed. Additionally, Scarf grants the wearer +3 to charisma scores and charisma saving throws. Also, for clarification, it can only be used for warlocks or sorcerers. And it does need to be attuned.
I mean, I have one more slot for attunement if nobody else wants it.
And I do not. So
Okay. I'll take
and it's got you written all over it.
So yeah, if you take it, you got 3 command words. You got to physically say them out loud and spend the charge, and then you get the ability of one of those command words, and they just recharge at long rest. If by intents purposes, you want to say all command words at once, you can if you have all 3 charges available, and you can have all abilities affected at once. They do not. It's not a concentration, so you can technically do that, but you can't do like. You can't just like say the command like 3 times in a row and let it happen 3 times. You gotta
Right.
like give it a break.
Okay.
With that, as you take that, the box disappears out of your hand and it re-puts itself back into the actual drawer, and the drawer itself relocks back up and your gears relock it.
So it seems as we clear a room, we're rewarded in some way.
Until everything changes again. I suppose.
Fortune favors the bold.
I just want to find this guy so I can kick him until he fixes the timeline.
Huh? Shall we go check out the stairs on the other side?
Timeline.
Go back to future.
So help me!
Fix
Okay.
the hands of the clock, or you lose yours.
Doing the opposite of what we're told seems to have worked out so far.
All
So
right.
let's keep a wondering.
Perception check from everyone, please.
Perception.
Perception. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That is a natural 24 or 22.
God damn, there's a lot of natural 20s today. Fuck.
24.
Yeah, working 20.
That's not good.
6.
Calm down. I got an 8, so I'm bringing the
Okay.
So
bringing the average back.
we're rotating things around. That's cool.
For the natural 20, the working class 20, you're able to hear in the distance the scream of someone who needs help again. The voice
24,
seems... What's that?
I also had a 24.
Oh, yeah, 24. Okay, yeah, I missed that. Okay, yeah, so 24, yeah.
Not to brag, but
So, the voice seems weird. The way the voice comes out, it does sound like just as natural and common as the rest of you, but there's a sense of kind of like a, not like an eeriness to it, but almost like a scratchiness to the voice.
Like
Like-
it's coming through from another time frame.
No, it's just like the way that someone's talking or screaming out almost sounds like there's something like affecting the way they speak, or maybe something covered their mouth. You don't know.
Which way is it coming from?
It is coming from it's coming from above you. You assume somewhere above this area, so the right side, based on the way it bellows through. For our natural 20, not only do you hear that, but you hear almost like the same sound as the strings of the marionettes move around. You hear that throughout different rooms. Like there's marionettes kind of hiding all over the place, but there's one that sounds different. It almost seems like the strings also moves a wing, and like as the strings loosen, you hear wings flap and the strings tighten and the wings go back through. But it looks like whatever this is facing through walls, and it can just go over wherever it wants.
We got one design's different. Do you hear that? It's got wings. It's there. Now it's over there. Like it's. Oh. Keep something in a barrel. We're gonna need it.
Nova. You, whether or not you notice that they don't notice or not, you start to see things that they haven't, that should be called out, but people are walking past them and not seeing them. You're seeing doors where nobody's checking them. You're seeing walkways that nobody seems to be checking. And then occasionally you keep seeing a tiefling walking around. That's not part of your group.
Does no one else see that?
See what?
See
There's-
what?
There's doors and walkways that seem to not be seen by everyone, and then there's a tiefling that keeps walking around. It's not one of us.
I've not seen anyone but those puppet things.
you see any stairs?
You see steps instead of a piano here. You see grand steps that go like all the way past this walkway.
There's stairs where the piano is.
What's this tiefling look like?
If you look, the tiefling actually looks almost same features as you, but a tiefling. Has the same colored skin as you do, same eyes as you do. just with more black in them from the infernal legacy. There is a silver cap to the point of the tail. Sheer clothing just like yours, and similar tattoos to yours, but not exact. The horns are ram in style, and they have silver caps on them.
If I were to be frank, it seems like they're very much like me. Of some kind of star version.
As you continue to look, you see that they're looking at a bird that they got as a familiar in their hand, and they just kind of... And then all of a sudden, you guys just see out of nowhere, a small bird just starts flying around.
Oh, God. Bjorn, put the bow down.
Bjorn, as you're looking at this bird, you've seen this bird before. This bird is the bird that you saw following you guys when you guys were inside the attic of the actual guild hall. When you guys were outside the school. It was just following you around. This is not the one that talked to you. This is just the one that kind of followed you all and watched and eventually disappeared.
So I don't have beef with this bird yet.
Yet. Give it time.
Yeah. I hate all birds equally. Fine. Since I'm a bird, I'm gonna try and imitate like a friendly bird call to this bird. As much as it makes my stomach lurch as a person.
Okay, go ahead and give me a performance check.
Player. Birds. It have to be birds. 13.
Okay. As you do this, not sure if it works or not. The bird just lands on one of the statues. And if you could ever hear a bird laugh, this is what it sounds like. It just starts laughing this little high-pitched tone from its beak.
No, Biscuit, you can't eat it.
As you guys are watching this, Nova, you're still the only one who can see a tiefling. You guys start hearing that things are changing again. And at this point, for a second, Nova, you see a tiefling disappear, and for a split second, the rest of you see the bird as something else. As what looks like a human with fiery skin. And then immediately the bird goes away, along with the visage of the human. With that, immediately you start hearing everything shatter around you once again. And then all of a sudden you guys just drop to the ground as you feel the grass beneath your feet one more time. And Nova, as you stand up, you're re-holding the bowls.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're back here again.
Fucking birds.
I
think it
reorient
was a bird.
myself, and then I just take off towards the captain, the tent place. Fine, we gotta do this shit. We're speed running it.
All right.
I catch up with
Yeah,
Manon as
we're
best I
gonna
can.
go out.
We all hit the sprint button.
Yes, we all had just.
Biscuit is going to fly ahead of her and try and get her to slow down just a little.
All right. As you go there, you follow the captain with the golden armor. Captain takes off his helm again, places it down on top of a table, steps up, walks around. You see that there's a total of 5 mages. They're wearing some armor, mostly leathers, but they got tattered hoods up, and they got kind of this gemmed kind of knotting that holds the hood tight. And they got a large gown beneath them, whether they're female or male. They are wearing the exact same clothing no matter what. And they are all pressing down on the grass, and they're tracing their nails into the grass. It looks almost exactly like someone actually using chalk to actually draw a ritual circle, but they're actually digging into the dirt to actually do this. And as they do, you can tell that they're making some form of teleportation circle. And as they do, they start dancing around it. Start calling out in words. Start calling in. We call forth. We summon thee. We call to thee. And as this is like almost like a very momentous occasion, you start seeing other people kind of like walk behind you and kind of like just observe. Like magic rarely gets used. And as immediately this happens, one of the guards actually drops down one of the spots of the tent to leave it to open space. And as soon as the moonlight gets gaze at this point, as the sun is down and the moon rises, immediately the moonlight just kind of gets pulled into it, and immediately a strike of beam straight up in the air. As soon as it does, you start to see two visages inside. First one comes out, letting go of the hand of the other one, as you see a female. She looks young in nature, but she's old in hair. Very brittled out, white curly hair. You assume a witch of some kind. She steps out wearing a large tartan dress of reds, blacks, grays, and golds. Sweater on top, and just a gemstone in her hand. As she just steps back and she just presses the gemstone down, as immediately the light just immediately loosens itself up. As this happens, you do see a man also wearing what looks like a kilt, same colors, has on what looks like a leatherish kind of vest that kind of drapes down with a belt on it. So pouches, a little bit of gold filigree, and then it looks like a cravat that actually matches the same color of the tartan that he has on. He's got a large broadsword on his back of gold and silver. Gingerish of hair that kind of curls at the tip, and he kind of has it tied back with a little bit of a gold brooch on the back. Kind of like steps out. He just immediately kind of grabs the female and just gestures her up as he just holds her hand and walks out. Everyone else kneels in front of them, heads down. As each elf does, he just looks around. He hasn't at least taken time to observe you. He's just kind of gesturing around. He just goes over to the captain and just gestures him to raise as the rest of them follow through. Captain's like, "My lord, thank you for responding to a request at post haste." He starts looking around and just taken back when he immediately sees you. The female walks up and you hear her speak in perfect common, and she looks human. She's got round ears. She looks natural. If anything, boring. And she just walks up, but the one thing that's unique about her is she's got pure violet eyes. She just kind of looks and, oh, fascinating. Immediately looks back, "My king." He just starts walking up. And you hear him kind of switches between languages until he picks common. And it starts butchered a little bit, but then somehow he just like cleans it up, like almost like it's a program for him. "I am the king of the Central Realm. I've been told that you are lost. I've been told that you are confused and that you do not understand what is going on. And I will be honest, we are," as he gestures to the wings, the horns, to the bluish of skin for a Nova. I'd be lying if I said we've seen your kind before. I don't know where you hail from, but these are lands of humans and elves. The closest thing, no offense, to what some of you are animals that are hunted, not humanoids that live amongst us. So, if I may," and he immediately gestures to his wife, the Lady Kira, "if we can perhaps sit down, clear the air as it were, and perhaps understand what is happening." As immediately a path just opens as all soldiers move out of the way, as it immediately looks like they're making themselves a table for them. Please, let's talk. As he immediately starts walking over to the table, he sits at an end and his queen sits at the other end.
Are they both human?
He looks human. His features are human in all intents nature. He does have elf ears that are roughly the size of maybe Nova's. But he definitely doesn't have elongated elf ears like the rest of the elves here. But yet, they treat him as king. He does have, like... It's also his skin tone, too. He has a more tan skin tone compared to elves. He does look pretty much what you guys would consider a half-elf.
Do I recognize his face?
No.
T.
I mean, you can give me an insight check on him.
Oh, you know I'm inside the fuck out of this guy. Let's go. My dice have been really nice to me tonight. That's a 23.
Okay. I mean, okay, so you do recognize him. He does look completely different than how you remember him. The bone structure is different. The hair is different. The body shape is a little bit different. He's not as broad as you know him as. He's younger. I know you as a player think one way, but your character would not have noticed this until you were looked in, but it is Malik.
I recognize those ears and that copper hair anywhere. He's number 1 on my hit list.
He just gestures to
I'd
you.
say
Sit down.
when I put it together, I noticeably stiffen. And my hands like curl near my sword and I hesitate and think better of it.
He just like looks at you and he just gestures his blade. Do you, from where you hail, prefer combat over talking? I can enlighten you if that's the way you'd rather do this. As immediately,
I
like the captain
put my hand over Manon's. It's her way. It's all right, isn't it?
I just mutter really quietly under my breath, "You prefer combat over talking." And I go sit down.
Have you ever stepped on a butterfly?
He just looks like that is an unusual question, but I mean, not that I actively have noticed. No.
I look to the rest of the group.
You all
I
sit?
go take a seat.
Okay.
Is there a chair directly across from his that's open?
The one directly across from him is where the queen is sitting. It's a long table, so he's taking one end, she's taking the other.
Oh, I sit awkwardly in the middle.
Okay. He's just like, well, do you prefer ale, wine? Do you, we do have, what do we
Not
have?
to be blunt, but I don't think we have a whole lot of time for pleasantries.
This is somewhere you're supposed to be.
Not supposed to, but it seems to be.
Well, where were you heading? Perhaps we could hasten your way. Magic is not common in this area, but we do have plenty of mages to help, let's say, speed up the process.
I'm afraid you probably can't help us right now, other than with information.
Oh, look, he helps people back in the...
I
did you-
kick Manon under the table.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Did you say something?
No.
Possibly some tea for the lady? Looks at you. Well, you found yourself in the central parts of our realm at a very, very tense point. I'm gonna easily assume, as the queen immediately just looks and she just shakes her head, yes. This is not the realm you hail from.
Very
Not
astute.
That would
You're
And what
not-
realm is it?
Accurate.
I've never heard of such a realm.
No, what realm is this?
As far as I know, it has not been given a name.
How long has it been here?
From what my parents have told me, about 100 years.
What's all the fighting about then? Doesn't seem like a very long time to be getting into that sort of trouble.
My parents have gotten into another one of their squabbles, and they decided to put the fate of this realm in the balance. The men and women you see in front of you serve one of them, but as long as I'm around, they are of no harm. My other has the humans. I myself have tried to align myself with as many of both. Before I've encountered you all, I thought it was only one who was a short-eared around here. Apparently there are more realms that they have yet to tell me about. I was under the impression that with the exception of this, the Mystic and the Far, that there were no other ones yet in creation. But apparently there's things that they never told me.
That would make sense. We're from the far.
The Far realm. I've been
There
told.
are many different creatures in the far realm.
It's very lively.
We have.
It's a web, really.
What'd you say?
It's a web, really.
We've been trying to figure out how to actually get to the Fire Realm. We have prisoners that we dare not kill, and we have no way to imprison those of such power, so we've been trying to figure out a way to get to the Fire Realm. Do you have a way that you could enlighten us of how you get back and forth? We could possibly provide Arcana for you to get back there.
It's not exactly a thing that we've been choosing.
So it just
We were hoping to learn as much as we could, and perhaps if we learn more, we can figure that out.
The gateways between different realms and to the far realms are always changing, and it always moves. Where it could have
How
been
knowledge-
yesterday is no longer there. The next.
okay.
How knowledgeable would you be about time travel as well, instead of just realms?
Immediately everybody starts like immediately starts going through like it's a very hated word. Immediately the queen speaks up. Time travel. Such things are forbidden. And she just kind of like looks at you and she just kind of stares at you. She's gonna make an insight check on you, Manon.
Oof. Oof.
That is an 18.
15.
18.
Rolling to. I got 13.
She looks at you, but she doesn't say anything. She just kind of and just stares at you this whole time. The king was like, "Well, I am King Malik. I and my wife Kira have taken upon ourselves to try to save as many poor souls that will allow us to from this war. And if I can help it, stop as much bloodshed and perhaps end the war without a winner required."
That seems a noble goal. Does it involve convincing your parents then?
Convincing them is a skill I'll never be able to learn. I'm just hoping I can take enough pieces off of a board so they got nothing to play with other than just their own lives. As much as I love them, I put the sake of the realm over the sake of them.
How do you mean off the board?
He just looks around.
He means kill them. Right?
Hopefully no killing. If they want to kill each other, they can. But they shouldn't be putting down other people's lives to do so. One of them has decided that mortality and the way of life should not be granted, and the other one believes that people's choice is what matters. No matter what is right and what is wrong, they are putting lives on the line for their own personal reasons. My goal is to get those pieces out of the way. So
you want to take them to the fire realm?
if I could. No one's
Not
going
just
to lead
prisoners,
with their
then.
absence. If you have a way to get there, I am happy to learn it.
Do you know anything about what it's like?
The fire realm, I've been told of emptiness, few creatures, but large enough to fit gods if necessary, from what I'm told.
I glance over at Nova, wondering if she's heard anything about a time when it was basically empty.
What I've heard that
Does that sound?
You would have
That
heard,
sounds like a description you might have heard of.
Nova, you know this is exactly what it would be before the 3 elder gods were in prison there.
yes, vast and unpopulated in some areas. But as we stated, there are creatures there that are not of this realm.
But as you say, a great deal of room.
Mhm. Who are you planning to move to that realm if you had the way?
My parents, as heartful as it sounds, I can't kill them. I don't have the heart for it. But I can't let them manipulate others' lives because of their own petty squabbles. So, best thing to do is imprison them until they can, I guess, get over it.
And where do you stand in all of this? Do you believe beings of this realm should have choice?
I believe answering that question is exactly my answer. The answer to that is what is necessary is choice. Everyone should have choice. Everyone should have the ability to choose. That choice is what's allowing me to answer that question.
I choke on my tea when he says that. Liar.
Well,
I kick her again.
Can we get her a stronger cup of tea? I don't think it's really working with her allergies. Possibly more herbs.
I'll summon my dagger.
well, you've given us a lot to think about. If you don't mind, we should consult together And potentially there could be a understanding or an agreement, but I think we need to have a conversation amongst our own.
We're not sure right now how to give you what you're asking for. But
Kind of, to be honest, not sure how we fell through a gateway and ended here.
We're kind of
we
trying to get
can-
out of here.
if we can discuss amongst ourselves, we might be able to solve our problem and yours.
Yes.
Of course. Amelia stands up. I have made sure the captain has had a tent fastened all set for you. It's at the end of the camp. It's all available for you, privacy and everything. Feel free to use it as you see fit. I would only ask that you just keep in touch with the captain by morning's time, just to let him know of your plans. If you see so fit to find a way out of here and go with blessing. If you have more information to give me, I'll be here for 2 nights more time. That being said,
appreciate
it has been a pleasure and honor meeting you all, and I hope that we can have another talk. My lady, as he starts walking, and she's like, I will follow you shortly. As she just continues to look at Manan, and she just telepathically speaks to you, Manan.
Good,
No.
because I was about to say some shit under my breath again.
She just stares at you without blinking. I believe when isn't, not where is not the question, but when. The slip of the tongue has made it ever so apparent, and made it obvious why you look like how you do. When are you from?
I'm gonna mute her gaze back and just say back telepathically. Depends. Can you get us back to where we are? Where we need to be?
She just sits back and she just drinks some tea as she responds to you telepathically. Chrono magic is highly forbidden. For me to do that would be slighting the gods that I swore to protect. I have the ability, but why should I? Why? I mean, you have not openly told us why you were here. You could easily be here because whoever is from your time found you hazardous to your time. So why would I send you back?
We killed a chrono mage in our time.
You make it sound so
His
casual.
magic put us here. We're kind of a big deal.
Just flexing.
All of you notice, like, as soon as Manat says so, even though she's like saying in her head, she like really like puffs up the chest and really does it right there. And like, even though Kira doesn't say anything mentally, she just kind of like is taken back and kind of like
Nan's just rolling her eyes
Just-
and taking her
looking
book
at
and
it.
going like this.
You don't know what I said.
I know, but she can guess. So she's just like, from your slight change in
Can you even tell that
posture.
they've got
No,
the
but-
telepathic thing going on?
what's that?
I just wondered if we can even tell that this dialogue is happening.
I mean, you can assume that they're mentally talking to each other, but unless Manan has actually tried to open it up to somebody else, because Manan didn't contact her, she contacted Manan.
Yeah.
At this
As a player,
point,
can we just say, does Manan really have a good subtitle for her face?
probably not.
Does she have a good poker face?
She probably thinks that she's got a good poker face,
Poker.
but she's really just like totally like having terrible
Think of-
bluffs.
Every time I've tried to
Mentally-
poker face in this campaign, and you tell me if I have a good poker face.
When,
No.
when I see Manon do her little puff up thing, I'm actually going to look very curiously for Lady Kira's reaction.
Okay, yeah, she kind of pulls back with like a really like disheveled, like, what?
I am wondering. I mean, we've figured out who we all kind of guessed who Malik is. Does she have any kind of familiarity?
With
Do we get any kind of vibe off of her that seems like something we would know?
About what? I missed the first part.
Kira.
Yeah, but like
Does-
familiarity with what?
Do,
Like
do
we've
we
seen
have
it
it?
before.
Does she seem familiar in any way to us?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can give me an
Have we
insight check.
heard any stories?
Okay.
Or history? Can I do a history check?
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna use real dice.
Well, that is a whopping 8 for insight, so I don't know.
Ooh, real dice.
I'm just looking at her going,
My Nova dice are doing very nice tonight. So 18 plus 3 on history against her. Like, would I have recognized the name or the mannerisms or whatever in a story or something?
What about everyone else? Anybody else get anything good?
Are we rolling history?
Well, you got either history or insight. If you already rolled
Or
insight,
insight.
yeah. If you already
Or
rolled
insight.
insight,
Oh,
then
well.
you don't.
It's not going to be above a 10 either way, so.
22.
22. Okay. As far as Nova, the person with this description, Queen Kira, does not have any information to you. Honestly, before you met the group, you knew nothing about Malik. But the way her magic is more familiar than the name.
Hmm.
She's not a chrono mage by nature. She seems more like a druid. She seems very familiar to what actually became the druids that are actually from Bjorn's side of the Feywild. Not too indifferent player to DM the player, not too indifferent from where Mixus is from.
Okay.
As far as Alistair, you've gone through many of your father's books. There has been names of a witch that has always been asterisked next to Malik. But it's never been put as romantic or a queen. It's always been put as the White Witch. It is always just labeled as White Witch, but never anything past that. No information is about her. Other than the fact is that she has youth that never ages, and she has hair that is brittle but curly.
So is she like his right hand in these books, or like
In the
always
books,
there,
it has
or-
nothing. It just says that she's just a witch. It doesn't have anything. From reading the book to seeing this, it completely seems different. In the books, it would seem like she's just like, he can't cast magic. So in the books, it seems like, well, I need the most powerful mage at my side. But in here, they're clearly lovers. And by definition, based off this whole time, if she's the queen, that means that they're married. They don't have a physical ring on hands, but they do both share a necklace.
What does that necklace look like?
It's a ruby held in with inside a platinum pendant.
Okay. When she does the take back from Manon's comment, and we can all kind of tell that they're talking. Can I just say, Your Highness, we come from a place far from here. We are not here by choice. We're here by circle. We don't know why, but we are. And the reason we rush this conversation is because we don't know how much longer we'll be here.
She just relaxes herself. She speaks up. So you would like my help to try to get you back, or you just want to wait until you hope it's just going to happen?
I'm not even sure if you can break this cycle. But that being said, we only ask maybe one favor or one thing potentially. Someday, when perhaps your husband becomes jaded or thinks poorly upon the realms, maybe you can steer him away from that.
That is my job. To protect him even from himself.
Joe, was there ever anything in these books about the witch, something happening to her?
Actually, the abscess of what happens to her is becoming like the mystery of the book. No one knows actually what happened to her. There's no account of her death. There's no account of what Malik did in response to her disappearing. It just shows that she's just gone. She just was erased from records. On any portrait that actually shows, if you guys remember from like the previous campaigns, there's always the big tapestry of this war. One god on one side with the elves, one god on the other side with the humans, Bahamut up top, and usually Malik's in the center. In those portraits, she's never with him. Even though in here it looks like they can never be separated. At this point, a familiar bird has come around again. She sees this bird and she just gestures her finger out and the bird just lands on her finger. But even though she sees the bird, you all recognize this is the same bird. The bird just lands on a table, just cocks its head, looks at you all. You just see its eyes start to glow. You guys hear a voice in your head. It's not words. It's not a language. It's like a choice. Stay, return, or another option.
Turn to where?
It's giving you just three choices. Either return, stay, or choose a third option. It's not open up dialogue. It's just giving you a choice.
I think we need more
Need more what?
information.
What's the third option? Does it give us any indication of what said third option is?
Remember, it's not actually saying words. It's just giving you guys like a message, and it's not actually words. It's just like you just kind of like understand what it's trying to explain to you. That it's willing to either take you back, keep you here for whatever reason you are here for, or send you to a third option that could also be prevalent for you.
Can I look at
Is this
everybody
a
and
group
go,
vote, or is this like the first person to speak up? Go 3.
So we've got 3, 3, 3, 3.
Nova was just gonna step forward to see if the bird would land on her hand.
If you gesture it, the bird will land on your hand.
Does it show me anything, like with true sight?
When you see a true sight, the bird is on fire, but not like it's damaging it, like it naturally has an aura of flame.
I'm gonna stand next to Nova and get ready to punch this bird.
And I look
But not
at,
really.
I look at
But that's the
Peter and be
vibe I'm
like,
giving off.
and I look at everyone else and be like, the bird is just a messenger.
It's also the word.
It's not what it does not, it doesn't, it's not what it actually looks to be.
What is?
No, I can
Third
guess
then?
that.
It looks
go
like,
somewhere else?
if
The
I'm,
sacred third thing?
I mean, I think.
Looks
if
at you,
I'm
accepts
looking at
3.
this right, It looks like it's an elemental of some sort.
Secret third thing it is.
Okay. It just lands there, and
The third option.
immediately she stands up. She just looks back. She starts just walking away as if she can't see anything that's happening, and the bird just immediately starts flapping its wings, and like an ember aura starts coming out. Instead of a blind light of lightning, you kind of get wrapped up in this embrace of warmth. And immediately, just fire just starts somewhere around you and just disappear. As soon as you open up your eyes, you now find very, very fine cobblestone at your feet. You hear a crowd of people around you. At first, it sounds like maybe you're in a city. As you open up your eyes, you find yourself surrounded by orcs, fairies, goblins, genasi, any kind of fey creature that you can think of, whether it is extinct or is yet to be created, exists here in this realm. You find yourself over cobblestone bridges, and you look over, you just see yourself that this town, whatever you're on, is just over a cloud that is just like a blanket throughout this realm. Like there's no ground, there is just air. You just see the bird just slowly just flying ahead, hoping you're gonna follow it.
Nova just starts walking.
Okay.
Peek over the bridge, see its clouds, and I go, oop, back up, and then just start following.
It seems like this whole area that you can like see from, like if you look over, you can see the far end. It's maybe like 10 miles long. And it's just like this magical, enchanted like bridgeway of like, almost like if you were by yourself here, you assume it was Limbo. But it's so highly populated that it's just a natural thing here. If you're proficient with Arcana, go ahead and roll it.
Sweet.
Like, oh,
What'd you get?
I got a natural 20 for 29.
Jesus Christ, what's with the nat 20s today?
No, the dice are being nice to me tonight.
Your magic is reacting like crazy, and not in a bad way. It's almost like something is calling you here. Your magic is like amplified here. There is 2 realms that will always survive no matter what happens to the other 9. The Far Realm and the Realm of the Mystic, home of the Fae. Yes, they eventually moved to the Feywild, but magic here is where it started. This is where they all started out. All the legends. And you start to walk and you start to follow this bird. And you see this whole place is just magic. The stone you're walking on, the air you breathe in, the cloud it's on. It is pure magic. You literally see, like above you, a bridge that's being formed. And you can see that this thing is not just 2 miles long. If you want to go somewhere, you just start walking and the bridge is formed. It is an
Are my
ever-evolving world.
tattoos all glowing?
They
then?
are.
I just look around and look back at the group and be like, we're in the mystic realm, where magic was created and resides forever.
They said that was one of the only 3 realms that he said there were. Then are we still in the same time?
I would say with your natural 20, you're not affected by time now. You're in the present day.
I have a feeling we're in present day. We might have broken the loop, or whatever we were stuck in.
What does that mean for what we left behind?
I don't know.
Or the
Yes.
magic's just a barrier.
It's maybe. I think we need to keep following.
I would
find
say,
out.
Right?
I would say
We're
you don't
looking
know
for answers. I think this is where they are.
you don't know too much about the Mystic Realm, but you would be able to know that it works the same way as the Far Realm, where time is kind of like there's no flow of time. It just kind of all just happens. So you could assume that
Okay.
even though this is present day, it could also just be like a bunch of different times together.
You're probably right, Manon. Time works differently in the far realm, so it probably works the same here, where it's can be all at once or one at a time.
As you guys... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think we need to keep following this bird, which is not really a bird.
I think that's what we're doing, isn't it? Seems like our best way to get answers.
Yes, I think so.
As you continue to follow the bird eventually rests on a branch of this beautiful white oak tree. And then it just kind of bounces down, and kind of goes over to this waterfall, this little circular waterfall structure. And you start to see this flame kind of come out as it closes its eye, and this flame starts to move around and spin and turn and spin until it forms a figure. Until you see the eyes come out of it are gold, the hair out of it flame, the skin out of it burnt. And then you immediately just see a smile on a face as you just see a young Genasi cross her legs as she just smiles at you. It brings warmth to my heart to see that they survived and had children. Welcome all. I am Seraphina.
Fucking knew it. I knew it.
Nova doesn't know who that is right this moment.
We're going to end it there.
Nova doesn't know, but the rest of us are very excited.
I mean,
I don't think any of the characters know.
some characters know. Player, very excited. Character, it's like, I think I read about that name somewhere in a book.
You're doing better than running.
With that, we're going to end off the session there. I believe we have... Do we have... Yeah, we got one more, and then we're off, I believe. I just want to make sure. Yep. All right, so we will be playing the sequel of this next Tuesday, and then we'll be off on the 30th. So thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube or TikTok and you're watching, thank you for watching. But if you want to come over to Twitch to show us your love and get some points so you can help out the team, come and do so. Do not forget to check out all our sponsors in our About Us screen to give them some love to help some small businesses. And if you want to check out episode 2 of Star Wars, same time tomorrow, we'll be playing some Star Wars. That being said, everyone have a fantastic night. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye, Internet.
Good night.